Okay, so to set up the Wi-Fi clock, the first thing you need to do is plug the power cable in, make sure it's turned on at the wall, then remove the back cover, and if you want to have the device record, then you need an SD card in there. And then next thing to do is just press the power button. You should see a blue light will come on now. It's not powered up yet. It takes about 30 seconds to fully power up. So I'll go through the controls here. So you've got record. You can either have it on motion or continuous. I suggest leaving it on motion so it only records when it sees movement. You've got infrared light, which comes on at night. So if it's completely dark, there's a light that will turn on that can't be seen by the human eye, but it will light it up for the video recording. If you got it off, it will be off all the time. If you got it on, it'll only come on when it's dark. And you got Wi-Fi. You can have that on or off. If you have it switched off, that yellow light won't be flashing. We need to leave it on for setting up the camera to connect to the Wi-Fi, and we need to leave it on if you want to access the camera remotely. Okay, so once that's started up as it has, so just go through the lights. Blue just means powered up, red means it's currently recording, and yellow means it's transmitting a Wi-Fi signal. When that's connected to a router, it will go green instead. If we leave the device still for about 30 seconds or so, because we're in motion activation mode, the red light will go off to show that it's not currently recording. But if something was to walk past it again, it will start recording again. Anyway, next thing you need to do, if you haven't already, is go to the Play Store, or if you're on an iPhone, you need to go to the Apple App Store and install PV Cam Viewer. So I'll let that install in the background. On your Wi-Fi settings, so scrolling down from the top on my Android phone, press and hold on Wi-Fi, and what we're doing is looking for the code of the camera. So on the bottom of the device, you should see a number there. That same code should be transmitted by the camera, so it normally starts P0, P017412, and connect. Now, if it's the first time you connected to it, it will ask for a password, which is, in fact, I'll show you. It'll ask for a password, and the password is always 88. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Connect. Now, when it connects, there is no internet on the camera, so it might moan saying has no internet connection. This is correct. The camera doesn't have internet. It has Wi-Fi, but not internet. Just say you do want to use this network while you're setting up the camera. Okay, now if you go into the PV Cam Viewer app, allow everything, and just wait for it to start up. If you go to device management on the bottom right there and click the plus button, and you can either manually write in the code of the camera or you can press scan. Scan doesn't always work. I have trouble with it sometimes, but it's literally just that code there. Okay, so I've added the camera now. If I just click on it once, anywhere in the middle there, and go to recorder settings, and you should see like a live feed coming from the camera now. So if I move the camera, you see that's live. You see the audio is currently off. There's no point turning it on when you're right next to it, because you'll just get feedback, as I'll demonstrate now. Yeah, you just get echoes and feedback. So, we'll leave that off. And so you've got on the right here we've got capture, which takes a picture, or you can stop recording. You can at the top there turn it to normal mode, which is continuous recording, or motion mode. But it's better to do that from the switch on the device, because every time it restarts up, it will take note of the way it's set by the switch, not how it's set on the software. So it's better to set it by the switch. Anyway, if you go back, now if you go to device management, the cog on the far right, if you click on that, and goes to Internet Wi-Fi settings, and where it says SSID, you want to click on that little blue eye icon, and that would populate a list of all the nearby Wi-Fi routers underneath. So if you press on, ours is SE UK, I'm going to click on that, I'll put the name up there, and now I need to write the password in. And press save. Now it's important you put the correct password in, because if you make a mistake, what's going to happen is it's not going to connect to your Wi-Fi router. It also, I'll show you actually in a moment. See, it's automatically restarting. If you put the wrong password in, it won't be able to connect to your Wi-Fi router. It also won't be giving out an internet signal anymore, so you'll be kind of locked out. If you did make a mistake, you need to start again. What you'll need to do is find a little pin, like a mobile phone SIM card tray opener is good. Hold it in the defaults button and press that till it resets. But as long as everything's correct, then it should work fine. So what you'll get now, because it's connected to a Wi-Fi router instead, the orange light doesn't come on anymore, it's just the green light. So red light's showing it's recording, green light showing it's connected to a Wi-Fi router. So if that's all done correctly, then what should happen is if you look on the Wi-Fi settings on your phone, I'm now connected back to our office router, and you'll see that there's no longer P0 showing up in the Wi-Fi list anywhere. So as long as I've done everything correctly by going on to the app, device management, it should show as online as it does. Now if it doesn't work, the best thing to do is actually close the app down completely. Close the app down completely and reopening it, because sometimes it needs the app to close down and reopen when you're changing networks. But it has worked fine, so I'm just going to click on it, go to recorder settings. It's telling you to change the password, which is a good idea to do, but I'm not going to do it for the demonstration. And it will load up. Then at this point you should be able to watch it anywhere live. So that's how you set the camera up. Once you have done that, you will also be able to access recordings, but only when you're on the same network as the camera itself. You can't actually download them from the internet. You have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. But you can watch the camera live wherever you are, and you can change the settings as well. Okay, so that's how you set the camera up onto the Wi-Fi network.